Hey, Dr. Karen here. Welcome to the Spiritual Medicine Digest. I'm outside here in the yard, and as you can see, my hair is blue. So I wanted to show you that in the sun. So this week, a few things to share. One is I previously spoke about body shape templates. Now keep in mind there are templates for your digestive system, your lymphatic system, your fluid management system, your fat management system, a whole bunch of other things, and that's just physical. Okay, so there's ones for energetic, emotional, mental, spiritual, dimensional body parts. Anyway, so when you have non-human templates and you have swapped them back to the human templates, if you have never been that particular body shape or size, the God team creates a new template for you based on your creation, your mind, on what you want to look like, feel like, etc. When that happens, if you've never been that before, then you actually have to do an extra procedure. I've asked this to be included automatically when you guys do that, those of you that are in my Light Warrior group. But what it is we need to anchor the soul into that template. So if your soul has never been that shape, it doesn't have that memory of how to do that. So how to get that body to manifest that. So it just requires a little bit of, just one more step of soul anchoring so that that new template can take place. And this can take months to manifest. So we're still waiting for long-term tangible results. I know for me, I have had definitely much smoother lymphatic flow. My fascia is much more flexible, especially on the outer skin. Like literally, my body, when it had a Lemurian body template, was trying to make me 7 foot tall. That wasn't working. So I was going sideways outside, and it made everything tight, like tight. I had all this fluid based on all the high vibrational stuff my Lemurian alternate self had going on, but I'm human, so that was pretty difficult. So I'm happy to say that I feel so much better. There definitely is still room for improvement, so to speak, based on what I would like, but I'm being very patient. I hope you are too. We'll see how this manifests over time. It may take months for your body to morph itself. And speaking of morphing, I got a little, tip from source that when we do this morphing procedure, so literally we're trying to morph, in this case, for example, fat cells or excess fascial cells or something into, say, muscle, if that's for the highest and greatest good, that that is possible with future ascension energies. That's going to be even faster. That is possible. However, it does take quite a bit of energy to do that, and it requires your governing vessel meridian to be able to increase its capacity for holding energy. So there's a procedure you can do for that. You can literally, just direct TOLPAKAN healing to do that, to increase the capacity of your governing vessel, to increase the capacity for chi and energy. Of course, that's all. That particular morphic field is already in Ascension 2 and some of my other MP3 healings, and you can specifically ask for that. That one that Dr. Karen talked about on Spiritual Medicine Digest. You can do that too, okay, if you don't want to, figure out what directive to use. And again, if you feel like that is for the highest and greatest good. But I think it's really cool to be able to do that morphing. Of course, I would like it to be like snap of the fingers, right? Like practically overnight being able to do that. Well, hasn't happened for me. If it happens for you, awesome. Share how you did it. But sometimes it's just a matter of us going step by baby step to get to that place, and our faith and belief and that we can do that. So we don't have to have fear over, whatever happens in our lives. So the second thing I want to share with you is something called extended TOLPAKAN healing. So this is something that I do automatically. And hi, Mr. Chipmunk. That I do automatically, but you may want to try it out. So a lot of people, for example, when they're say they're clearing their home, using the protocols we teach in Light Warrior Boot Camp, they picture their home, they picture the things clearing with Ascension 1, Ascension 2, whatever it is. What extended TOLPAKAN healing is placing your attention on and asking for healing, clearing and healing for everything and everyone associated with whatever it is you're clearing and healing. So for example, if you're having an argument with your boss, you think your boss has entities, so say you said, I send Ascension 1 and 2 to my boss. Okay. So then you could extend that healing by saying, and everything and everyone related to him or her, including the company, including the building, including the land, include whatever. Okay, you can do that. The other way you can do it is you could extend it to, if you're healing yourself, you could go ahead and extend it to all yourselves and all timelines, all soul destiny partners and all timelines involved, all universes where you or anyone else you love, resides in any reality, and therefore you're just extending it. Now, will it happen 100% in everybody? No, because sometimes they just need to have what they have, and they need to process it themselves. But a lot of times there's a lot of mask clearing you can do just by extending your attention to these other areas. So for example, if I check a particular food that for whatever reason my body doesn't like, I might check the light score of the food, say it's 60%, but say it's organic or something like that. Then I'll ask, is it the material in the food? Like, is it the biological material that's a low light score? If I get a no, then I will often test, is it the company? Is it the where they grow the banana or whatever? Or is it the land? Or, I've found curses on land, where coconuts harvested, all sorts of stuff. So then I learned to now start doing this extended healing. So when you're doing any healing, you can go ahead and ask for that extended TOLPAKAN healing. Which literally means everything and everyone connected to this. So companies, electricity, Wi-Fi, land, whatever, bank accounts. I mean, whatever your mind can imagine. That's how you do the extended TOLPAKAN healing. So try that out. Let me know how that works for you, okay? I'm really excited to see how it works for you. Okay, so the other thing I want to share with you is this concept of awareness balance. As we ascend, we keep expanding. We had some pretty massive expansions. The solstice happened, all sorts of things. So on the one hand, you might see in the world, oh my gosh, there's so much chaos going on, people dying, losing consciousness, all this kind of stuff. Or you could also see, okay, get curious and go, okay, is there something I need to pay attention to? Now, one of the things that I was told to pay attention to was this whole thing about awareness balance. So as we expand, we become more and more aware of all. And in fact, the words all of creation came about. So before I used to say, how balanced is your awareness of the now versus the whole? That the whole kind of meant like the entire universe. But all of creation means, well, all of creation. So there are some of us, especially light being starseeds, particularly super sensitives, that are going to be able to be so expanded that they will be sensing, feeling, reporting, whatever, empathizing with everything in all of creation or certain things in all of creation, which could be physically uncomfortable. So what you want to do is, use a TOLPAKAN healing directive to balance your awareness so that you are only aware of a certain percentage of all of creation, whatever is for your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, dimensional body's highest and greatest good. Because sometimes it's for your highest and greatest good, but not so good for your physical body's highest and greatest good. So we want to be very specific that we want to make sure it is for our physical body's highest and greatest good too. There was an overarching morphic field that I created, which can be, the intention is it to be dominant or help all the other morphic fields in the positive morphic field list, so to speak. And that is one of ease and grace, meaning that if you tend to be somebody who's, very high vibrational in other timelines, when you heal super fast. And that can be really, really uncomfortable to your physical body. So this overarching theme or this overarching morphic field of the I call it an automatic alignment activator because it keeps going, keeps healing, ongoing, not just when you command it, of ease and grace will help you slow down that healing process. Not really healing process, it's more like when positive frequencies are downloaded to you and then your body just rapidly starts to heal. That's like, it's not even detox symptoms anymore at that point. It's literally your body's like trying to catch up with whatever the instructions are, that's going on. So you want to be able to slow that down to a speed that your physical body can tolerate. Make sense? So that overarching ease and grace morphic field, you can have that and just kind of say, hey, this is in charge of everything else, all the other healing, so that the speed is at, which is appropriate and optimal for your physical body. What else do I have to tell you? Oh yeah, so lots of stuff. So still a lot of healing going on between people, things, and places. So relationships is a biggie. So lots of relationship healing now, which I'm sure some of you are going to roll your eyes and go, what relationship healing? It's getting worse, Yeah. Well, there's all these different types of relationships. For example, we found that in one particular person, we had to increase or restore a boundary between the microbiome and their third chakra. And I was like, okay, was this an issue before? Well, no, it wasn't an issue until the recent Ascension upgrades. So then it was like the increased intimacy of everything to everyone was causing some potential problems between the chakra and microbiome. So what we did was we created a new boundary, a healthy boundary between the microbiome, which are those little guys in your belly that are supposed to be nice and helpful for you, and vice versa, between the microbiome and the chakra in this case. So there's lots of relationship morphic fields available now. We've upgraded everything in TOLPAKAN Guide Healing 2 practically that has to do with relationships to evolve them, upgrade them. Okay, and again, they're upgraded in the MP3s and MP4s that many of my light warriors already have. So you'll have the upgraded versions of those. Okay, so a couple announcements. Number one, there's going to be a recorded interview between me and Harry Armytage. He is a sweet and amazing guy. And if you have children, listen up, okay? So he is a learning difficulty expert, and his passion is to help bright kids rediscover their love for learning. And we're going to be focusing on how to be a parent detective. Now, this is right up my alley, right? Because I'm like called the spiritual medicine detective sometimes, So this is going to be great for those of you that has kids, even if they're adult kids, and with learning difficulties, it may be still relevant to you. So we're going to be recording this, and it will air live on Monday, 12 noon Eastern. I'll be traveling, so I won't be live on the show, but it'll air live at that point. So check that out. The other announcement is just that the early bird pricing for the Supercharge Your Healing Powers event is ending in a few weeks. So we want to definitely, if you're interested in coming, it's still 60% off, which is $197 off the $495 price. You can go to superchargeyourhealing.com, check that out. The other website, which is the same but just redirected, is karencan.com/supercharge 2018. And you can take a look at what we're going to be doing there. We've been doing pre-event accelerator training. One of the things I'm really super excited about is to share the soul experience template. Now, some of you have already experienced me helping you do this in the one-on-one sessions. But we're going to be doing some group exercises and really getting a good feel of why we came in. What did we ask to experience when we came in? Not just about a soul mission, okay? But what did you ask to experience? So if you asked to experience power, like that's one of mine, then at some point in this timeline, you probably felt disempowered or victim. And so it's really that choice when you know what your soul experience is. It's really that choice in every moment to go, aha, yeah, this is supposed to help me with the power thing, So when that happens, you can then turn it around very, very quickly and know, okay, so I need to have this experience so I can actually know what it feels like to be empowered. But if you don't know what your soul experience is and what's in your template, what you asked to come in with, sometimes life can be really difficult and challenging, and you feel like you can't help but feel like a victim sometimes, right? Because you're like, what the heck? This chaos is crazy. But then when you come in and you go, oh, okay, so that's what I asked to experience. That totally makes sense now why I've had all the experiences I've had through my lifetime, and it actually gives you a sense of peace and understanding. So that's the beauty of this, and I can't wait to share this in the group. So superchargeyourhealing.com. I will not be releasing the soul experience template prior to that for public consumption. We're still building it. So please, if you have been thinking about it and not sure, would love to have you at the event, a live event, September 7th to the 9th. At Kathy Homeyer's, my good friend Kathy Homeyer's, at the Lake Clear Lodge. And it's a beautiful place, and the Adirondacks are just amazing that time of year. So just physically being here is healing in and of itself. Forget the event, like what we're doing, but it's really amazing. So I look forward to speaking with you near probably Well, we'll see whether I get the Spiritual Medicine Digest off next week when I'm traveling, but if not, it'll be the week after that. So lots of love, everyone. Until next time. Bye for now.